I guess because of being a U.S. citizen, I'm very much that you're innocent until proven guilty, and they're very much guilty until proven innocent approach, which, again, I understand. I'm not happy being on that side of it, but their only function in the world is drug testing, and so that's why they have very much of they have all the power on their side with none on the side of the athlete. And I mean, but that goes why that they'll never be able to work for like the NFL, because the players union wants it to be much more equal, and they don't have that. They want, well, no, you're guilty, and you try to prove us why you possibly might not be. Even if in any kind of court, I go forward and I were to sit there and go, well, they found a metabolite in my system. Their test shows that there's metabolite. Doesn't mean it necessarily came from a steroid, but it's a relatively new test. It could have came from other areas, and the fact that I didn't have this steroid in my system with their own testing procedures 6 weeks before the fight, I think casts a lot of doubt. It would probably be thrown out, but they're judge, jury, and executioner, so there's nowhere to go with it. So I guess I waited out unless the UFC lets me go before that, and then.
Well, now you're 1 year in. Are you interested in that, or you kind of been a UFC guy for so long?
Fighting other places?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I am.
I see.
I think that Bellator and World Series of Fighting, Bellator especially, I think the fact that they have those open contracts to where they allow their guys to fight as long as they're not a champ and be able to compete in other areas, I think it's a great thing, because the UFC really wants to lock people down and not let you fight, which, if you need to make a name for yourself and you want to be out there, I guess that's a sacrifice you have to make. But I think it hurts you as a martial artist, and that's what I want to be as a good martial artist. So I want to be able to compete in other things. Like I have a very strong interest in doing kickboxing matches because I want to test stand-up just in a stand-up realm where taking the shot or putting the fight on the ground is not an option. And so I think that would really test my skills and ability and make me have to rise to become a better martial artist. And as long as I'm with the UFC, that's never going to be allowed. And so
have you asked them for a release?
There's no. Yeah, I have.
And they said no?
No, I haven't had a reply back. So.
Oh, I see.
So I don't know. I guess it's business as usual. So, when I get done with the suspension, I'll just fight out my contract and, and then be able to move other places afterwards.